So, writing my book is going to help me book more speaking gigs, right? Well, we'll see. That's what we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights all about self-publishing with you. Before I get into the details about today's topic, don't forget to hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I put out new videos every week about self-publishing, making a career out of being an author, and now being a mompreneur. So every author needs to go into the process of writing their book with a goal in mind. For fiction authors, the goal could be to tell the story that they just can't stop thinking about, to cross an item off a bucket list, or to make money, although there are much more efficient ways out there to make money. But for nonfiction authors, the goals can be to add an income stream to their business, to drive sales for a course, to complement an existing course, sign new clients, or even to get more speaking engagements. This may not seem intuitive for most, right? The whole point of going out and writing a book, it doesn't seem like it's directly going to relate to this goal of getting more speaking engagements. But if you're out there currently looking to book more speaking gigs, then you've probably heard of this strategy before, right? Write a book, get more speaking gigs. But does that actually work? How does a written book help you get a keynote or conference presenter spot? So today I'm going to give you some tips of how this could work and some things that you should keep in mind. But these aren't necessarily going to be a silver bullet for you to book more speaking gigs, right? If you've never done any public speaking before, probably not going to help. If you aren't reaching out and pitching conferences, probably not going to happen. So a few things you want to keep in mind is that you want to stand out from others who are applying to speak at the same event. Keep in mind that if this strategy is out there for having a book, are they all going to be out there saying they have a book? What is something that you can be doing? And one way is to establish your authority. Now, maybe you're not already booking conferences or speaking gigs or things like that, but could you get on podcasts that shows that you're able to talk intelligently and put a sentence together in front of a large audience, even though it's recorded, and it also gives you some authority. So if you're looking to speak in, say, the personal finance space at a conference like FinCon, you would probably want to be on podcasts that are in the personal finance space, right? Saying like, hey, I've been on these top podcasts, I would be a good fit here. A book can be a great giveaway at the event or presentation, which is a benefit to the organizer. So how much can you afford to front the cost for these books to be a speaker, right? So is it important to you just to start to build your speaking credits? Maybe you're at the point where you're not looking for compensation for your speaking gigs, but you want to do that one day. Or maybe you are being compensated. Are you about to sink your entire paycheck for that speaking gig into providing all of these books? Or is it going to be this quick pro quo, right? So they're going to pay you to speak, but you have to pay them a sponsorship fee for them to buy the book. So you need to do some of the calculations of what you can afford, how many people are going to be at the event, how many books you want to give away, things like that. You can also maybe look to add on a book signing. Now, this is an extra event and exclusive moments that elevates both you and the event itself, right? So why should I go to this event, right? Or why should I go in person and pay for the hotel and the flight and everything else when I can just get the virtual pass? Oh, well, the reason to come is because you're going to get those books for free in a signing. So there's benefits for you. Obviously, you're getting your book out there, you're talking with people, you get the nice photo op, but it's also a benefit to the event organizer. So the book itself should be written for the reader, not a conference attendee or someone who just listened to your speech. So for starters, people may buy this book who haven't actually heard you speak. And maybe you didn't book that specific event. Your book should still be able to stand on its own. So you don't want to write it to say, as you heard me speak earlier in my presentation, or those familiar with my presentation, they may not be familiar with it. And honestly, you want it to be getting out beyond just this one event. So in general, you're marketing yourself as the speaker. The book is an add-on. So if you're thinking of, okay, well, I want to book more speaking gigs, I wrote the book, so that way I could do that. It's a nice addition to the resume you're bringing to the event organizer, but it's not necessarily going to be the silver bullet. Also, if you're looking at, well, I want to write the book, I want the book to be a success. As I get more speaking gigs, that'll promote the book. Yes, that's true. But again, don't assume that writing the book is going to land you the gigs that are going to do that. Book marketing is, tough and it's ongoing. So maybe the first year the book was out, you didn't book any gigs, but maybe the next year you do, or after that. So keep that in mind and have some patience. And you really want to have a solid strategy. It's not just going to happen just because you put the book out. You really need to define what events you want to be speaking at, what type of presentation you would be doing that would relate to the book, that would drive people to want to read it. And is that going to actually serve you? Is that part of your brand that you want to grow or not? So all those things to figure out. So have you been looking to get a book out? Are you aiming to get more speaking gigs this year that would help to fuel your business? What questions do you have on this topic? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. That lets YouTube know that you're getting value from this video and can get it in front of other authors like us. Now you can get back to writing your book. Hey, if you want to continue to support this channel and my other creative work, please head over to buymeacoffee.com and support my channel. You can buy me 1 coffee, 3, 5, 10, or you can even get a membership. Those who are in the membership are actually going to be included in the acknowledgements pages of all of my published books moving forward as a big thank you. And you can even get some additional options to get an Instagram thank you post shout out or a shout out in an upcoming video. Thank you so much for supporting this channel.